Mike Judge's Idiocracy has become a cultural touchstone in the years since its 2006 release. Initially a box office disappointment with little fanfare, the film has gained a devoted following for its sharp satirical lens and dystopian humor. At its heart, Idiocracy is both a comedy and a cautionary tale, one that forces viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about societal trends and values. While some praise its boldness and dark wit, others criticize its simplistic execution and reliance on stereotypical humor. However, the film's themes and cultural commentary have only grown more relevant over time, making it a subject of intense discussion in modern discourse. The film's premise, a future where humanity has devolved into stupidity due to neglect of intellectual and cultural values, is undeniably provocative. Its central question, what happens if we prioritize convenience, entertainment, and consumerism over knowledge and critical thinking, resonates more today than when it first premiered. As such, Idiocracy occupies a unique place in cinema, balancing moments of incisive critique with an exaggerated absurdity that can polarize audiences. The greatest strength of Idiocracy lies in its satire. Mike Judge, known for his ability to critique modern life through humor, Office Space, King of the Hill, delivers a scathing indictment of contemporary society. The film amplifies existing societal trends to grotesque extremes, offering a surreal yet disturbingly plausible vision of the future. Idiocracy excels at exposing the absurdity of unchecked consumerism and corporate dominance. Its depiction of a world where corporations dictate every aspect of life, from food to healthcare, serves as a biting critique of capitalism's influence on culture. Judge's satirical targets, fast food, reality TV, and sensationalized media, are presented with such blunt absurdity that they provoke both laughter and reflection. The humor in Idiocracy works because it exaggerates truths that are already visible in society. The portrayal of a dumbed-down populace obsessed with convenience, instant gratification, and mindless entertainment feels like a magnified version of trends already present in modern culture. It's this connection to reality that makes Idiocracy both funny and unsettling. By holding up a distorted mirror to contemporary society, the film forces viewers to consider the long-term consequences of cultural complacency. One of the most striking aspects of Idiocracy is its world-building. The film's depiction of a decayed, dystopian future is grotesque yet vividly realized. From trash-strewn streets to absurd advertising overloads, every frame is packed with visual gags and biting commentary. The production design may not be polished or high-budget, but it's effective in immersing viewers in a world where the ridiculous has become normal. The aesthetic choices amplify the humor and criticism, offering a chaotic, exaggerated landscape that mirrors the film's themes. The absurd branding of every product, the garish costumes, and the ridiculous slogans plastered across the world all contribute to a sense of comedic yet poignant excess. It's a vision that feels ridiculous yet strangely plausible, making its critique of modern consumer culture hit harder. The world-building extends to the film's portrayal of technology and infrastructure. Instead of showcasing sleek, futuristic advancements, Idiocracy presents a society where technological progress has stalled or regressed. Machines are shoddily built, and problem-solving has devolved into absurd fixes. This satirical approach to technology serves as a warning against the dangers of neglecting innovation and critical thinking in favor of short-term convenience. While Idiocracy has gained a cult following, it's not without its flaws. One of the most common criticisms is its oversimplification of complex societal issues. The film reduces humanity's decline to a single cause, the neglect of intellectual and cultural values. While this premise works for satire, it lacks nuance, failing to address the systemic and historical factors that shape societal trends. Additionally, the film's humor occasionally relies on crude stereotypes, which can alienate some viewers. Its portrayal of the future idiots often feels one-dimensional, using caricatures that can come across as mean-spirited rather than insightful. This reliance on broad humor sometimes undermines the depth of its social critique, making it feel more like a parody than a nuanced satire. The film's narrative structure also feels thin at times. The plot serves primarily as a vehicle for its satirical ideas, resulting in a story that can feel episodic and disjointed. While the world building is impressive, The characters and their arcs lack depth, making it difficult to fully engage with the narrative on an emotional level. Despite its flaws, Idiocracy has become increasingly relevant over time. Many of the film's exaggerated scenarios, corporate overreach, anti-intellectualism, and the prioritization of entertainment over substance feel strikingly familiar in today's world. The rise of reality television, social media, and political populism echoes the trends Judge satirized, giving the film a prophetic quality. This cultural resonance has cemented Idiocracy as more than just a comedy. It's a commentary on where we might be headed if we don't address societal imbalances. Its influence can be seen in discussions about media, education, and the role of corporations in shaping public discourse. While some of its humor may not age well, its central message remains strikingly relevant. The film's dialogue and visual gags have also entered the cultural lexicon. Phrases like, "Welcome to Costco," "I love you," and the branding of products like Brondo have become shorthand for discussing the absurdities of modern consumerism. This cultural impact speaks to the film's ability to resonate with audiences long after its release. Idiocracy is a polarizing film, and its legacy reflects this. Fans celebrate its boldness, humor, and prescience, while critics highlight its lack of nuance and reliance on stereotypes. This divide underscores the challenges of creating satire that both entertains and enlightens. One of the most enduring debates surrounding Idiocracy is whether it's an accurate critique of society or merely a cynical exaggeration. Supporters argue that the film's exaggerations are necessary to highlight the absurdity of real-world trends. Critics, however, contend that its pessimistic view of humanity overshadows more nuanced discussions about systemic change and the potential for progress. Despite these debates, Idiocracy has become a touchstone for cultural commentary. It's frequently referenced in discussions about the state of education, politics, and media, often as a shorthand for societal decline. This enduring relevance speaks to the film's ability to tap into universal anxieties about the future. One of the most challenging aspects of Idiocracy is its balance of humor and critique. While the film's exaggerated scenarios provoke laughter, they also carry a sense of unease. This duality is both a strength and a weakness. On one hand, it makes the film memorable and thought-provoking. On the other, it can make the humor feel heavy-handed or mean-spirited. Mike Judge's comedic style, rooted in exaggeration and absurdity, works well for satire but risks alienating viewers who prefer subtler critiques. The film's humor often relies on shock value, which can feel jarring to audiences expecting a more conventional comedy. However, this bold approach is also what gives Idiocracy its unique voice, allowing it to stand out in a crowded field of dystopian narratives. Ultimately, Idiocracy is a film that succeeds in provoking thought and discussion, even if it doesn't fully deliver on its potential. Its humor may not appeal to everyone, but its critique of societal trends is hard to ignore. Whether you view it as a comedic masterpiece or a flawed satire, Idiocracy remains a fascinating and important piece of cultural commentary. By balancing biting satire with absurd humor, the film challenges viewers to confront uncomfortable truths about modern life.